For the purposes of the camera, can you say what your full name is, please?
Joyce Burkett.
Nice big loud voice, because it's up there, it's only got a small mic.
Okay. Joyce Burkett.
Okay, good. And what are your chosen monologues, please?
I've got Susan from Five Kinds of Silence and Gloria from the Barbie movie.
Which one do you want to do first?
Gloria.
Okay, when you're ready then, Joyce, okay?
It is literally impossible to be a woman. You are so beautiful and so smart, and it kills me that you don't think you're good enough. I mean, we have to be extraordinary, but somehow we're always doing it wrong. I mean, you have to be thin.
Right, I'm going to start you again.
Okay.
Remember what we talked yesterday?
Yeah.
Eyes.
Okay.
Where is this person? Okay?
Okay.
So focus at them.
Okay.
All right? Otherwise we're like, your head and your eyes are everywhere. Okay?
Yeah.
Right, start again.
It is literally impossible to be a woman. I mean, you're so beautiful and so smart, and it kills me that you don't think you're good enough. We have to be extraordinary, but somehow we're always doing it wrong. I mean, you have to be thin, but you can't be too thin, and you can never say you want to be thin. You have to say you want to be healthy, but thin. You have to have money, but you can't ask for money, because that's crass. You have to be a boss, but you can't be mean. You have to lead, but you can't squash other people's ideas. And you have to love being a mother, but you can't talk about your kids all the damn time. You're meant to be a career woman, but also looking out for other people. You have to answer for men's bad behavior, which is insane, but if you question it, then you're accused of complaining. You have to dress pretty for men, but not too pretty because you'll tempt them. Or threaten other women because you're meant to be part of a sisterhood thing. But always stand out and always be grateful, but never forget the system is rigged. So find a way to acknowledge that and be grateful, but you have to never get old, never be rude, never show off, never fall down, never fail, never show fear, and never get out of line. I mean, it's too hard. It's so contradictory, and no one gives you a medal or says thank you.
Okay, well done, well done, well done. So, what was your reason for choosing that monologue, Joyce?
Well, I think like, it is hard to be a woman, and especially like not like being like thin. Really like helped me choose it because I want to like project that there is problems with being a woman like still today.
Yep, 100%. And the demands, and we're expected to be everything to everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like what the hell, you
Yeah.
know, and you're damned if you do and damned if you don't, isn't it? As well,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, if you're confident, you're seen as aggressive, and if you're, you know, if you're quiet, then you're seen as like cripplingly shy and weak. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, what the hell.
Yeah.
So, is there anything that you feel that, like obviously you've mentioned about identifying specifically with like that whole frustration of, you know, you're expected to be one thing and not another, and all that, and the challenges and whatever. How did you learn it? How did you kind of prepare?
Well,
Because obviously it's very listy, isn't it, as well?
yeah. Well, for the I like split it into sections. So like where I thought like the chunks were like equal, I would split it into sections, and I color code my stuff. A lot of the time, and with a list I kind of just went like, oh, it's probably the opposite. You know, as yesterday I was like, using to use my hands as well, so that kind of helped as well, but it's kind of the opposite of what you're saying. You know, you have to be thin, but you can't be too thin.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes it easier to remember as well. And then like with the never get old, never be rude and all that, I kind of like put it into like a song kind of thing.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. So, is there anything that you sort of like mentioned about like difficulties with things? Anything that you found that like you were struggling with, that you were like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to overcome this, and then how did you overcome it if you did?
Well, it's just some of the sentences are the same, especially because like I feel like I'm repeating myself, especially with the word always and never. I would get them mixed up.
Yeah, yeah.
But I just kind of was saying like, always be grateful, and I kind of repetitively did it until I got it.
Yeah, yeah. It's so, when you've got things that are on repeat like that, it's so tricky. When things are completely different all the time, it's really easy.
Yeah.
But it's just about finding links with things as well, you know? Okay, so what's your second, when you said Susan, 5 kinds of silence? Needed a block, dude, innit?
Yeah.
Can you go quickly grab that? That's
Yeah.
fine.
We couldn't let him know. Sometimes we kissed us in the street. Not a father's kiss. People we knew about. People we knew about. No one said a word. No one said nothing. Janet, me, Mom, Dad. No one did anything else. But people knew. People saw. All that silence. 5 kinds of silence. Each of us have a word outside. Cars past. People shot. Jumps of what cars. We slipped away through it like ghosts. This man, it's my father. And I wanted to shout. I was banging on the glass, but no sound came out. When I opened my mouth, no voice came out. He was sucking away at our lives. Soon, we'd be gone. When the dust would settle, and it would be like as if we were never born. This most frightening of all, but as if we'd never been. We felt waters closing over us. He was dragging us down to underneath graves with one last gasp. We made for the surface where we saw light. Threw ourselves onto the mercy of the earth. One square of light. Our promise of breathing unaided. We saw a chance in the darkness. There was no option. Did you see that? When you're drowning, you snatch at life. We came out of the darkness and into the light. We are reborn babies and we are ready to walk.
Okie doke, well done, Joyce. It's a tough one to do. What did you feel that, you know, what were the reasons behind choosing this one?
Well, I think like I prefer something sad, like personally, and in some ways or another I can kind of connect with it. And I think that like made it easier like with emotions and stuff.
Yeah, to feel what is being said. Are there things with it that you struggled with, and if you did, then how did you overcome that?
I didn't like struggle with anything like the words, but like emotionally I struggled in the beginning to actually like have some sort of emotion with it, and then like I kind of talked myself through it, and I then I kind of know the background of the play, you know. I tried to watch the play, and I kind of was like, well, this is kind of like similar in a way, so like I can do it, because I thought I couldn't do it because I was just gonna like get not like triggered, but you know. Like, yeah.
Sometimes when things are very close to home, like, you know, a few years ago, I was in Calendar Girls, for instance, and there's like a section where lots of letters come in, and we're like reading all these letters out about people who've had experiences of cancer and whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'd lost a friend to cancer. Somebody was in the middle of dealing with a brain tumour. My son had had a brain tumour as well. And I struggled to, it's finding the balance between identifying it and finding that emotion so that it's real and truthful, but also at the same time so that the emotion doesn't overwhelm.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes it's good to have that time in rehearsals where it overwhelms you, because then when you come to perform it, you can tap into that without it overwhelming you in the final performance.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. This time, I want you. We're going to try different ways of doing it, and we're not asking you to do the whole thing.
Okay.
We're just going to try different ways to see like how you can shift and change it, and then how you feel about those shifts and changes.
Okay.
So let's ditch the block.
Okay.
Okay. The block you ran for.
Yeah.
Just put it over the corner of the stage is fine. Okay.
I'll put it back afterwards.
Just leave it, look, because I mean I can't remember whether anybody else uses it or not. So okay. I don't think so, but oh no, Ellen might. I can't remember. Anyway, so this time I want you to try doing it as if you're being kind of like you've been interrogated and you're defensive. Okay. So what's the opening line for me again?
We couldn't let him live.
Oh, we couldn't let him live. It's like, you know, like when a child has been accused of something and it's like they have done it, but they're pretending that they're just justifying why they've done it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's try that.
We couldn't let him live. I mean, sometimes he kissed us in the street. People were nearby and people knew and no one said anything. Janet, me, Mom, Dad, and no one did anything either. But people heard and they saw all that silence, 5 kinds of silence.
Okay, good, stop. Okay, this time I want you to try it super angry, like somebody is accusing you of having killed your father, as if it was like there was no justification for it, and you're out of order, and you shouldn't have done it, and there's no saying that it's the right thing to do, and you're angry because they've got no idea what the hell you've been through for all these years. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you a line in.
Okay,
Sorry, I'll give you a line in. So I'll just go, you're selfish. He never did anything to you. You're lying. You are lying, Susan. He didn't do any of these things. You're making it up to make it sound as if you have a right to kill your father.
Well, we couldn't let him live. You know, sometimes he kissed us in the street. Not a father's kiss. And people were nearby, people we knew, and no one did nothing. No one said a word. And me, Janet, Mom, and Dad, and no one did anything. And people saw and people knew all those silences, 5 kinds of silence.
Well done.
Thank you.
How do you feel doing those different interpretations?
Well, it's not what I would do,
Mm.
because I think she's like not gonna like just burst.
Mm.
But maybe it feels sometimes like the angry one felt like kind of easier.
Mm.
So I'm just like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But I felt the other one that you told me to do, like when I was offensive, felt a bit harder to do.
Mm. Yeah, because it's out of character for her as well. It's. But I
Yeah.
think sometimes to play around with things is good, because then you sometimes go, oh, well, I don't want to do it angry all the way through, but maybe there might be a couple of moments where she almost like has an outburst and then withdraws because
Yeah.
she's so used to having to control her emotions and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think like a good one for that one is when she's like, "This is my father." You know,
Yes.
I think that would be a good moment to do that.
Yeah, there we are. So, I mean, sometimes just by trying things, it makes us either realise, oh, I could try it like that there, or it makes us go, oh no, that really doesn't fit the character, and I know that what I'm doing is the right way. Yeah, it kind of gives us validation and security in what we are doing, you know. If you were going to do either of them again, is there anything you'd do differently?
Well, obviously I'd practice them more. And I think, as I just said, you know, for the 5 kinds of silence one, if I was to do it again, I think, like, for the "this is my father" bit, I would, like, not stay quiet as I did, but slightly raise my voice. Not as much as I did just then. But yeah, slightly, like, raise my voice a bit and get a bit angry, but then pull myself away from it.
Okay, cool. Is there anything that you've learnt about Susan and her characteristics during your preparation process?
Well, other than I kind of do think she had the right to kill her father. Other than that, like, I'm not quite sure. I think maybe, like, obviously because of the stuff she's been through, she's a bit like, she doesn't want to show any emotion. Pretty numb would be a good way to describe that, because of the things she's been through. She's kind of not been allowed to show any emotion throughout, like, her whole life, basically.
Yeah, okay. That's great, Joyce. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think Heather's